Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Oh, there we go. Their platform. Let's look at it real quick.
Let's look at it.
Okay, they have a platform. Crash Out Cassie. Notice this is a platform. This is a platform here.
Laid out.
Okay, and it literally says, just in case you weren't certain, this is a platform. Like they're letting you know, it's a platform. I'm sorry. I like when they have a platform. This is. I'm actually starting to lean toward candidates put their platform on a simple sheet like this, and people make the decision. Forget these ads. Forget these all that foolishness. Maybe a debate or two, but like everything you believe should be put on a simple sheet of paper like this, and we should be able to read it and make our decision. Now Absolutely. You can. I'm sorry. Okay. The People's Choice for Change platform ensure the true integrity and fiscal responsibility. Okay. So far, I'm rocking with you. Conduct a forensic audit. Hire procurement officer and internal audit and loss prevention manager. Collaborate with democratic and independent organizations. Okay. What do you think about that?
About the first 3 bullet points?
Yes.
I think it's possible.
I want to know what are we collaborating with them for?
Well, because if they're running on the Republican ticket and the township that they're in is mostly Democratic.
Okay. Yeah.
Then they would absolutely need to collaborate.
That's fine. That makes perfect sense. Then never mind.
Yeah.
Stimulate economic growth in the community. Hire 50% of contractors from within Thornton Township.
Like that.
Okay. Implement residential requirement for new hires. Okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, the township is pretty big. So, I mean, if you're not inside, if you want to work for the township and you're not inside the township, what are you really doing? I mean, I can rock with that. Is that fair?
It's like I knew this when I was going to, when I worked at Verizon Wireless, I was taking college courses at Verizon, and my college teacher was an employee at Coke, the beverage company.
Okay.
And he said, the quickest way to get fired at Coke is bring a Pepsi inside the building and drink it.
Yep.
So, yeah. And because I worked for Verizon, we had to have Verizon phones. Even you can have whatever other phone you wanted, but you had to have a Verizon phone.
Right.
So, if you work in a municipality, you should live in that municipality, because to me, you'll be more passionate about the work that you do because it affects you.
It affects you, right? So you'll know more perfectly. I mean, if you don't live there, you're talking about we need to create a skating rink, but you don't realize that there's other needs that are within the township that you're totally oblivious to. Reactive mental health services in the township. Develop community-based mental health programs.
Now, I know during one of our elections, Tiffany wanted to put it was something about mental health that she wanted to put on the ballot.
Yep.
But I can't remember exactly what it was, but of course, nobody voted on it because it was her. I can't remember what it was, but I was always under the impression that we had some level of mental health in the township, and maybe I'm wrong. I probably need to do a little bit more research, but I'm for anything that involves mental health, because it's needed. It's necessary.
I don't know how I feel about the government being in charge of those kind of things, but I could be just super petty. Or
remember, Thornton Township is an outreach type of township.
And I know that but I never hear you all talking about hospitals though. I always hear about police. I always hear about fire. I always hear about mental health, but I never hear about hospitals. I'm assuming y'all have them, but I don't hear about hospitals. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. There is one in Harvey, which is the closest to me. It's Ingalls. I'm not familiar with many of the hospitals in that area because I'm not from that area. I just moved there in 2019 when I bought my house.
Gotcha.
So a lot of things I'm not familiar with because I don't really need them. I didn't need a hospital outside of what I got from Ingles when I needed to go there. And that's, just for x-rays and things of that nature.
Right.
I haven't had an emergency. So I'm not familiar with all of the hospitals outside of that one.
No, because I hear, Crash Out was talking about. I'm sorry, Tiffany was talking about, the seniors going to dialysis and this, that, and the third. I'm like, where are they ever going to the doctor, like their hospital or medical facility to get checkups and such like that? I don't know.
Right.
So I'm not opposed to this. I just
Mhm.
wonder, would it be a state run or would it be just an individual run, private even run mental health services, counseling, therapy, whatever. So anyway, that's just wonder.
Gotcha.
So we're going to maintain and enhance essential services, ensure accessibility to essential services for all residents in need. This is meant to be short and to the point, but I have no idea what essential services are. After 2020, I have no clue what essential services are anymore. So I don't know what this is. So not trying to, and I know they probably tease it out elsewhere. And I know this is just a simple form, but I would need you to explain that out. Just know I'm going to ask you about that,
Right.
about those services. Expand programs for food assistance, transportation, and general welfare. And strengthen outreach efforts to inform residents about available township resources. Anything you want to add there?
No, I'm cool with that.
I like it. I just, again, and this is, and we've talked about this offline as well as on the show. One of my problems is that I don't fully the township grates against it grates against me. So the whole idea of the services, again, like food services is I'm not mad at people because they need food services. So don't hear what I didn't say. It just seems odd to me that the government does this and provides these services at such scale. Like this is a full on enterprise. That's just wild to me. So needless to say, I'm not really that excited about food assistance. I want y'all to work, get more grocery stores in there and let people be able to buy groceries. Like transportation, same thing with general welfare. That's my mindset. But I understand what you've told me about the township as a whole. It's just that works against me sometimes.
Understood.
Partner with these schools, these healthcare providers and advocacy groups. What they're going to do to improve the services for individuals with disabilities. Okay. Offer more inclusive activities, employment opportunities, and social programs for special needs residents. Not a problem.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough.
Yep.
My only issue, not my only issue, I've expressed several issues. I don't see anything about education here, like general education. I do see that they mention education
under special needs. Oh,
yeah, under special needs. Yeah. Wait, do they say education? No. Well, they say schools. Partner with schools. That's it. They do say schools there. That's the first time they mentioned schools. But if you have, I'm just wondering if schools were higher on the priority of like, let's make sure that these schools are operating at their optimal, it would fix a lot of these. I think it would fix some of these problems that you have in the other platforms. Does that make sense?
But what do they have leverage over the schools? Because the school has their own board.
That's true. But partner with the school board to make sure that we're providing the best services possible, make sure that we're putting out the best product possible. Now, because again, like the only time they mention employment opportunities is under special need. Did they say anything about employment? Trying to start a school. I don't see anything.
No, I didn't see anything about schools and employment, but I thought I saw.
It's just right here. Employment opportunities right here.
Okay.
That's the first time they mentioned it. Everything else is just services. And so I'm saying like partner with the school boards to make sure that we're putting out the best K-5 product, the best 6th through 8th product, the best 9th through 12th graders that can get and then move into trade or move into a college situation or just whatever entrepreneur situation. But if they're going to do that, then like the only time they mention is under special needs. That's all.
Yeah,
Why not regular needs? What about the regular students?
absolutely. No, I agree.
So
I agree.
yeah,
But that is a full platform,
I ain't mad at
bullet
them. This
points
is
and everything.
this bullet points, and I mean, little green check mark. Shout out to the green. I mean, I ain't mad at you. I mean, they got a real platform. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them. I mean, that's dope. And hopefully, I'll give them a run for the money. I don't know. You would know more perfectly than I if you feel like they would actually have a chance. But what do you think? I know we.
Honestly, I'm a little confused as to what Napoleon is doing. I have not heard anything from his camp.
Mm-hmm.
I, I've heard more from Keisha with this party than I've heard from Napoleon. Nate, I've seen on a few occasions. I've seen his interviews. So I don't know what's going on with the Democrats, but right now the Independent and the Republicans are kind of making waves. So
Interesting. Do you think they're just taken for granted?
I think so. I think right now it's anybody's ball game. If you ask
Really?
me, yeah.
So.
To me, it's not a sure shot like it is with Jason. I feel like Jason is a sure shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's his race to lose. In with the supervisor situation, I think it's open for anybody right now
I got you. Okay.
because I don't see where anyone has swayed the majority to their side yet.
Interesting. Okay. No, I got you. Well, we'll see.
We will
And
see.
since there is how many people is it? 3? It's 3 people running. There's 4 people running.
For
Trustee. Yeah. So it's going to be, they're going to have to, whoever it is wins is going to have to win decidedly, or they're going to have to have a runoff. So if
And
they
like
don't
I
get,
said, I need Richard to be a little more secure in what he's saying, a little
Mhm.
more polished in what he's writing, and have his presence needs to be more of one that is sure of what's going on. Like he seems like he's not sure.
yeah, I don't think that calling Napoleon out for a debate is the best look. Like,
No,
I don't think I don't think that's going to go the way you expected it, my guy.
no.
So no, I agree with you 100%. Chat, thank y'all everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe. It helps out. It doesn't cost you a thing. And green heart on the way out the door. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you all real soon. Grace and peace.